off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Jacobs. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Gain of about 4. Second and 6. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be.
There's a crease. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Scanning the field, it's Beck. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Nittany Lions come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Bounced off his feet.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Down he goes, but for the second time on this drive, they move the sticks on fourth down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Finding some room. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for space. It's Martin. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They're working that left side. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mensah. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. Snags it, and he's open. Past the 30. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Canes.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Mensa to throw. With the catch, it's Pringle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end, that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion.
There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff for Peoples.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Beck. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! He got it, beat down in bounds.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Jacobs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throwing, Mensa. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
A spectacular one-hand grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Fires to the right. The short hands. It's lofted. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Might have a chance. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
and they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Canes in the hurry up. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. New set of downs after the completion. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Miami!
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 18 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Now rolling to the left. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
To throw, it's Beck. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Throwing, Mensah. He's got him. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run the option. Quick toss. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Unloads quickly. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Hurricanes back on top.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And tackled there by the defense.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. Third and long, they're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can out.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's going to run it. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they squelched that play so fast, can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. You set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Making side adjustments here. Mensah finds his man. It's Lofton. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Got his man on the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Here's Mensah to throw. He wants a big play here late. Caught at the 25. Finds some room. Touchdown, Hurricane. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They'll give it to people. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where